For this video, we'll look at setting up the culling options in preparation for an IPS sales session. I want you to think of culling as taking a set of images and helping your clients to quickly and easily first rate their favorite images and then start the selection process of picking which of those favorite images they'd like to use in your products. Enview gives you the choice of 5 different rating systems to pick from, along with different options on how the images are displayed. So let's take a look at how we can use Enview's image culling features to select a rating system and also use favorite folders to help simplify the selection process. So we'll start by setting up our in-person sales session. So here we're going to make our selections for the image culling options. So there's 2 things we need to select here. First is the rating system and then the initial culling view. So let's look at the rating system first. So the rating system is how are we going to allow our clients to rate the images or select their favorites. So you have 5 different options that you can pick from. Yes, no is used by photographers who want quick one-pass client rating. Yes, maybe, no is used by some who want to use the maybes in second sale galleries, or perhaps they want to take a second look at the images that are rated as maybes. 4 stars is like a yes-no option without any middle ground. And 5 stars is a common rating system that most of your clients will be familiar with. You can also just use your favorites folders to help keep your clients' favorites organized within. Next, let's look at the initial culling view. So what your initial culling view is this is the view of how the images will be displayed when you first go into the culling view with your clients. So you can select to see just a thumbnail view where they just fill the screen. You can select a single large image view and use the arrow keys to move through the images one at a time. You can select a compare screen that allows you to compare up to 8 images in one single view. Or you can use a single image view where there's a row of thumbnails across the bottom of the screen, and whichever one is selected will be the larger one that you're viewing. But just keep in mind that during the course of the presentation itself, you can switch between these different views. I'm going to go ahead and use a yes, maybe, no option for my rating system and thumbnails for my initial view. There's one more thing that I want to set up that's going to be part of my culling process. So we've got a system in place for rating the images as far as their favorites are concerned. Now what I want to do is I need to have a way for them to take those favorite images and put those into the different categories of products that we're going to be selling. So I'm going to be selling wall art, album art, and gift prints. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a set of folders that represents each one of those product lines. So let's take a look at how we can set up those folders so that they're available during the culling session. So on the left-hand side of the screen, I'm going to click on culling. And as you can see, there's already a My Favorites folder set up, but I need to set up specific folders for my different product lines. So I'm going to click Add Folder. First one I'm going to add is for my gift prints. So now I'm going to add 2 more folders for my wall art and for my album prints. So with my folders set up now, they'll become available once I get into the culling portion of my IPS sales session. So let me show you how you can set up default favorite folders as presets to speed up the setup process. So part of your gallery preset will be your culling options. Here you can see I've set up my rating system, I've selected the initial culling view, and I've gone ahead and I've added folders for all the different products that I'm going to be selling. So next time when I create a gallery, all I have to do is select this preset and it will pre-build those folders for me. Next, we'll move into the culling portion of an IPS sales session so we can see how these different options will look while we're working with the clients and culling and editing their images down to their favorites and then moving them into the different folders for the different products we're offering. So here we're looking at the thumbnail view that was selected as the initial view for this IPS sales session. In the taskbar at the bottom of the page, click on All Images, and this will display the list of favorite folders that were created for this IPS sales session. When you click on Filter, this will display the rating system and the number of images associated to each one of the different ratings. Clicking one of the rating categories opens up a filtered view of only the images in that category. On the right-hand side of the taskbar, you'll notice there are icons that allow you to change the view of the images. The most common way to view and rate your images is to use the single large image view. Here you can use the arrow keys or the keyboard arrow keys to navigate from image to image. The rating system is found at the bottom of the images. plus a heart icon that opens up the Add to Favorites dialog that allows you to add this image to one or more of your favorite folders. The thumbnail view can be used to multi-select images so that you can give them all the same rating, or you can add them to the same favorites folder. You can also open the selected images into a compare view. While viewing images in the compare view, you can rate an image plus remove it from the compare screen. To view these two images together, go ahead and click on the lock icon to lock the zoom and pan. Then click the plus sign underneath one of the images to zoom in on them. Then right-click and drag to reposition the images into the center of the frame. That way you can better make a selection on which one you want. Once all the images have been rated, then you can go into a filtered view into one of the categories. In this case, we'll go look at the maybes. Now we can start looking at these images with our client and start moving some of them into the yes category. So what I can do is I can go into another view, which is the single image view, and we can start looking at these images again to see if we want to move them up or down within the rating system. You can go ahead and select an image. From here I can go into my compare view, select the one we want to compare it to, work with our clients to maybe move this one up into the yes category. All of the images have now been rated, so it's time to start selecting which of the images will be used for our product offerings. The rating system that we used was yes, maybe, no. So let's go ahead and start by looking at the images that are rated as yeses. And we'll start by selecting which of the images will be used for gift prints. I'm not going to bother with what size just yet, just which images are going to be given as gifts. So I'm going to switch from the thumbnail view to a large image view so I can move through the images with my client. When we come to one that they want to add as a gift print, go ahead and click on the heart icon at the bottom. This will open up a display that allows you to select which of the favorite folders you want to put this image in. We're going to select this as a gift print, close that, and we can move on to the next images. Keep in mind that from the thumbnail view, you can also multi-select images by clicking on the check mark in the upper left-hand corner. Once you've selected all the images, go down to the lower right-hand corner where you find the heart icon. Click on that, and you can add multiple images to the gift print folder. To be able to give yourself more images to select from in the way of prints that need to be picked for the album, let's go ahead and click on the filter button, and we're going to add the images that were rated as maybes and include those in the view with the yeses. So now we can use all of these images to make our selections for the album prints. So far we've gone through the process of guiding our client in rating the images and then taking those rated images and putting those into the different favorite folders. In the next video, we'll look at taking the images within these different favorite folders and creating the order. If you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to our live support team. And as always, thank you for watching.